So the Barangay just led the team into this area here. According to the guards, it's a private subdivision, private roads. According to the Kagawad, this is a public road, open and accessible to everyone. I don't know who's right, but I can say the Quezon City government have knocked down many guard houses because they said this is a public road. Either it was always public or they donated it to the local government to reduce their costs and reduce their maintenance. So that could be the situation here. The driver for this vehicle already came out and jumped in, so they're asking for the license because it's parked on a corner. Of course, anyone with a license knows you're not actually allowed to park on a corner. And it looks like this Ranger is about to be pulled onto the tow truck, parked on a corner. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be surprised by this operation, but they're just following the guidance of the Barangay. And apparently it's a public road, even if there's a guardhouse at the end of it. This one here was also issued a ticket for obstructing the sidewalk, and the tow truck is just over there. They're about to come and connect to it. There goes the pickup truck now. I think the wife came out with the key. The driver's not here now. And there goes the truck also. Both of them will roll past the security guards and the gate. This vehicle is also parked on the side the Barangay said isn't allowed. No conduction sticker, no plate, front and back. One more vehicle going up on the tow truck here. I just spotted this dog in here as well. He's pretty buff, look at him. Oh my goodness, it's good to see a dog like that. He looks clean, he's got some fat on him. Looks like a healthy dog. And although he's barking, he doesn't really seem dangerous, to be honest. Baby, hey, don't pee in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, why are you peeing? Hey, why are you peeing in your own house? Don't do that, huh? Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Right now the enforcer's taking a photo of this illegally parked jeepney. That will be evidence. They write out the ticket, and if no driver comes out, it will be towed away. Aside from the jeepney that was parked on the sidewalk, there's also one over here which appears to be under repair. There's another jeepney parked on the sidewalk over here. That's why all those people are walking in the road. That's the direct consequence of parking on sidewalks. And this is interesting. They just came across someone issuing paper receipts. They asked what it's for. They said the terminal. Apparently, based on what they're saying, they turned the sidewalk into a terminal, and it appears that the drivers have to pay them. So far, no driver arrived for this jeepney parked on the sidewalk. That's why the towing crew are hooking up now. You see the tow truck over there. They just flagged down this rider now, unfortunately driving in slippers and no crash helmet. I didn't catch it on camera, but he had the famous pointing, if I'm just going nearby. You can still have an accident even if you're just going nearby. And although the sidewalk is a little bit narrow here, it's still a sidewalk. So they're towing away these two motorcycles because no drivers came out to take tickets and move them. The team are now on West Avenue, and things are a little bit different here. You have the parking on the outside, you have the sidewalk on the inside, then you have posts to stop people from obstructing the sidewalk. The problem is some posts have been removed, mostly at the request of property owners. So you end up with things like this. This vehicle parked here. According to the guard, he told the driver the bank's not open, so just come back later. Allegedly, he just left his car and walked away. So now it's obstructing the public sidewalk for pedestrians, and there's no driver, so they're bringing in the tow truck to remove it. He should have listened to the security guard and just come back later. Apparently this street has a one-side parking ordinance, but it's only for one side. So this truck, the MMDA said, is illegally parked. So I just spoke to the enforcers now. What they said is that the driver of this is actually in Palawan, so he cannot move it, he cannot take a ticket. But apparently the key is here, so it could be towed away. Unless another driver wants to come forward, hand over their license, take a ticket and move it. That's another option. And just in front of that truck, there's this one obstructing the road and the sidewalk. So no space for pedestrians to get by. Probably be a good idea to remove these plants also, just to make it a little bit easier for people to walk through here. The towing crew already starting to walk around because so far there's no driver for this one. The sign on the wall says it's customer parking for a car wash. Oh, in fact, someone just came out from the car wash now and said it is their customer. The owner of this pickup truck did come out. The problem is they'd already clamped the tow bar. He was name dropping some people who used to be very high up in MMDA, where they haven't been there for a long time already. And even if they were there, that's not the right way to try and scare enforcers or towing crew by saying you know so-and-so person. The barangay arrived and then they asked the team, can you operate on the next street? So that's where they are now. They said this also has a one-side parking, this side not allowed. So that's why the enforcers have written out tickets and probably we'll see towing soon enough. In fact, a little further along this road, they're already pulling this one onto the tow truck. Even if there's a one-side parking ordinance, it does not include the sidewalk. You still cannot park on the sidewalk. Look at this, how would pedestrians get through? It's just impossible. Another thing you'd notice is that just like the last business that's on the corner, this repair shop is obstructing the sidewalk with their customers.